Good morning, YouTube. It's time to rise and shine. Give thanks to be alive another day. Any day above ground is a good day. Yeah, let's run this intro.
You are watching Vanitas.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. Episode 32. Heavy is the head, number 3. My name is King Kavo. If you were with me the last episode, I didn't call myself King Kavo through any of this. I was just Kavo, but after last episode, I decided, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and be King Kavo. I've been King Kavo for many, many years. So that's what it is. So I put a neat little crown on there, King Kavo, whatever. I would like to welcome you guys to the studio. We are working on Heavy is the Head. We are putting on some second coats right now on the grape leaves, and then we are primarily going to be working on the bottle. Today, I come to you a little bit heavy-hearted this morning because first thing this morning I found out that a good friend of mine passed. And so it's a little difficult in a way to not feel something, and to, the fact that I'm doing this, it could be safely said, well, I could just ignore the situation, right? And put out a fresh, clean episode without making mention of my friend. But I believe that would be counterintuitive to the nature of what it is that I'm trying to do with this show in the first place. And that is to give you a healthy reminder to live your life to the fullest, because we are not promised tomorrow. We don't know when our number is going to be called, and we don't know when we're checking out of here. And so it is, things like this that for me are very, very, very poignant. All I can think about right now is the time spent with my good friend, the things that we did. I tattooed him. We worked at a tattoo shop together. He did some work on my vehicle, you know what I mean? Really, really good guy, generally good friend. And the funny thing about him is that when I first met him, I didn't like him. You know what I mean? I thought he was loud, rude, and obnoxious. You know what I mean? 3 things that I'm not fond of. But in working with this man in the tattoo shop, you learn, you get to know people. And once I got to know him, man, it was to love him. He's a great, great guy. Funny. Oh, this man, I can hear his laugh. Oh, this man and his laugh. So it's with a heavy heart that I come to you guys today with, again, just another reminder. Memento Mori, carpe diem, seize the day, live your life to the fullest, because we just never know when it's our time. The truth of the matter is that's, like I said, the reason why I paint Vanitas, the reason why I do this show for this specific reason is to have it be something where for me, it's my own reminder to, that this is who I am. This is what I've been my whole life, and I've never really managed to put it all together really until now. And so now it makes a lot more sense to me. And then that once it got to that point, I felt like, man, there's no reason why I can't, with the resources that I have, put it out there so that people can, see me paint and get a word about, something that is going to inspire them to be the best they can be, do something, just keep it moving, keep it pushing, until the wheels fall off, you know what I mean? And then in being that best person that you can be, sure, you may rub people the wrong way. There are people out there that want to be miserable. There are people out there that don't want you to be happy. There are people out there building obstacles for you right now. You know what I mean? They are, like I've said before, they are manufacturing problems for me as we speak. You know what I mean? And so I can't look at, all of the things in my life that are bad as reasons to quit, give up, and go sit in a cave somewhere. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep on fighting. You know what I mean? To me, when the fight is over, when the bell sounds, and when the bell sounds, it's for whom the bell tolls. You know what I mean? And that's it. That's the end of it. At that point, man, it's you having a conversation with your maker about how things went, and that's it. You know what I mean? And hopefully you did the best that you could possibly do with the tools available to you, with the hand that was dealt to you, right? Because I feel like there are too many people out there that don't live their life, that they're living their life for someone else, that they're putting all of their effort into somebody else's success, or putting all their energy into someone else's problems, and trying to fix solutions that they themselves can't solve in their own life. Right? Take time for yourself. To thine own self be true. I'm not telling you to forsake your family, right? I'm not telling you to give up on your loved ones or your children or whatever for your own self. Do things for them. Family first, right? But in order for you to be a part of that family, to have any meaningful part of that family, you got to be a healthy version of you. You got to be the best version of you. One of the things that I've come to hear a lot is dysfunctional. You know what I mean? There's so many things in this world that are dysfunctional, so many problems, so many things, so many setbacks, all these different negative things, right? And the reality of it is that when I sit here and I think about it, it's like, you know what, man, all that negativity, if you allow it to be, is a distraction from you pursuing your dreams, from you living your life, from you being happy and laughing and just enjoying reality. That's what this is. It's cliche to say, but the past is gone. The future's not promised, and the present is now. And that's why they call it the present, because it's a gift for you to take advantage of and make changes if there's something in the past that's a problem. So your future will be different. But what you got right now, what we all got at any moment in time, is here and now. This moment, right? Because when it's always ever been this moment, right? And the truth of that is something that I think sometimes we're afraid to acknowledge, because the reality of it is that we were born right now. We live right now. And eventually we are going to die right now. And that's it. You can't escape it. It's always now. And so now is the best time to do anything that you possibly can do to improve your situation, to better your situation. If you can't do else except sit there and smile, then smile, whether you got teeth or not. Grin, right? keep a smile on your face. It keeps them wondering what you're doing, what you're thinking, right? Just try to understand that at some point in time or another, none of us are going to be here. And too many of us are forgotten in what would be a meaningless ether of just the past. So I can't help but feel that I am not special. I can't help but feel that. I can't help but feel that whatever greatness I possess, in whatever capacity, is equally shared with you, my brethren and my sisterin. That you are as equally great in anything that you could ever do. So what that means to me in my head is that in some level in my life, I am as equally great as Michael Jordan when it came to basketball. I am as equally great as some, as someone who does whatever. You know what I mean? We are all equally great. And so my thought process is that imagine if you found that thing that you are great at, that was Michael Jordan level great, right? That's what they were talking about when they were talking about be like Mike, right? If you could be like Mike, right? That you would be reaching some potential of greatness to that level. Well, I believe that we all can. There's no part of my psyche that thinks that I'm any better or any worse than anybody. But there are people out there doing worse than me, not maybe because they want to be. And, I don't understand that. I think you could do better. I realize that there are people out there doing worse than me that have had circumstances put them there. I get that. Believe me, I've been in rock bottom. And let me tell you, that rock is hard and cold, But the truth of the matter is that if I didn't die when I hit that rock, then I had to get up and start crawling. Certainly we need to take time to heal from whatever. Certainly we need to take time to grieve from loss, whatever it might be. Certainly we need to think about how we can, that's all part of it, right? Self-care, and then the best self-care given at that point is able to help someone else. You can't help nobody else. You can't do anything for somebody else unless you are in a capacity to do it for yourself. And so at that point, I just feel like, go be the best you can be. Take care of yourself, right? But be the best you can be. That way you give the best version of yourself to your loved ones and your friends. And then when it comes time for us to all back up on out of here, that we leave them with tears in their eyes, but smiles on their faces. Because I can't think of a bad time with my friend. All I can think about is how many times we laughed, how many times we were sitting there at that tattoo shop cracking up, how many times we were sitting there over some beers, chit-chatting about some of the funniest things, man. I miss you, man. I miss you. So, again, what can I tell you? This is what the platform is. It is my intention that with these paintings of Vanitas to sort of, again, to remind you to be you. Go do it, right? Now, that doesn't mean that that's all you'll ever see on here. In fact, I just got a commission where I'm going to be painting a skateboard deck. And the subject matter of that skateboard deck is going to be Vincent Van Gogh themed. So it isn't Vanitas, right? And it's, I can maybe twist the subject around and maybe have it where it might fit some theme. I'm pretty sure that maybe in the process I might show you guys a couple clips here and there of what it is. But this show is certainly called Velvet Vanitas, but I, as an artist, I do all kinds of things. And so don't be surprised if I show you something that is not velvet nor Vanitas. But as the creator of the content on this show and the creator of art, that's what this is. This is basically a forum for me to show you art. I'm just choosing to show you this particular thing, this particular way, as a particular style and format, because I feel like I can give you guys the best versions of me through this without, boring you guys with some of the, commissions that I do that, aren't, for everybody. You know what I mean? That are very private art for other people. You know what I mean? But I would like to thank you guys for watching. I'd like to thank you guys for watching me if you've been sticking around with me since the old format. The old format was a little bit more of an adult version, and this is more of a, shall we say, family-friendly style. I am doing my very best to keep it crisp and clean, although I'm drinking coffee, so there's going to be plenty of caffeine. And I'm going to try and, see if I can figure out a way to get more views, because doing things the other way, I was kind of limiting myself to just a few choice friends. And I will say, having already, 2 episodes up under this new format, the views are already climbing. So maybe I was right. We'll see. But either way, new viewers, old viewers, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it greatly. Stick with me, because I have a lot of art content coming up. As long as the good Lord allows me to keep being on this earth and keep creating, I'm going to keep making content. And I think as long as you're still here, hey, you should do something too. You know what I mean? Do the best you can in whatever it is. Thank you. Like, subscribe, leave comments, all those things. Hit me up with the email address at the end. Hit me up on Facebook. I got a Velvet Vanitas profile. I don't know if I got a picture on a face right now, but hit me up, friend request me. To my family and friends, I love you guys. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Yeah, this is King Kavo with the Velvet Voice. I'm out of here. Yeah, rest in peace to my boy MG. Art by King Kavo. That's right, hit your boy up for that art. Hit me up. Yeah. I think I might have misquoted this bottle. I think I might have called it a Louis the 14th to Louis the 13th. What do you know? Yeah. All right, you guys. I'm out.
Ouch! Watch where you're poking that, mister.
Assimilate algorithm resistance is futile.
Resistance is